everyone, welcome to DH with Shivi. Today we are going to study about outliers, which is a concept to be studied in statistics. So here comes the definition for outlier. What is an outlier? An outlier is a data value that is unusually far away from the rest of the observations in a data set. You have a data set and that value in the data set which is completely different from the rest of the values that will be considered to be a outlier for that data set. Let's suppose we have a data set which has the values as 10, 12, 11, 13, 12, 14 and 15. So here all of the data points like 10, 12, 11, 13 and 13, 12 and 14, all of these fall in the range of 10 to 14, right? They all fall within the range of 10 to 14, while 50 is completely different from this range. It is very far away from the range 10 to 14. And that is why this 15 is considered to be a potential outlier for this data set only, right? This is a potential outlier. Here comes how to detect outliers. You have a data set and you are being asked to detect the outliers for the data set. How will you do it? It is done by IQR method. So what is IQR? IQR stands for interquartile range. You know the formula for IQR? The formula for IQR, interquartile range, is Q3 minus Q1. Q3 is the quartile 3, 75th percentile of a data set, and Q1 is the quartile 1, that is 25th percentile of the data set, right? So you have to calculate two boundaries to get the value of outliers. You will first calculate the lower fence and then calculate the upper fence. What is the formula for lower fence? It is Q1 minus 1.5 into IQR. IQR is interquartile range. Similarly, upper fence is calculated by Q3 plus 1.5 into IQR. Okay, so first what you do, you find Q1, Q3, then you find the interquartile range by calculating the difference between Q3 and Q1, and then you calculate lower fence using this formula and upper fence using this formula. Then what you do is, you have the data set, you just arrange all of the data points, all of the values in the data set in arranging order, ascending order, and then what you do is, you see each and every observation, and any observation X which is lower than the lower fence or which is greater than the upper fence, any of these two conditions can be fulfilled. Like if the observation X is lesser than the lower fence, then it will be considered an outlier. And if any observation is greater than the upper fence, then it also be considered as the outlier. That is a potential outlier. Let's do an example to understand it more clearly. Here we have the question. We have this data set and we are to find the outliers. So what will we do first is, we will arrange the data in ascending order. Here we can see that the data points, the values are already in ascending order, so we don't need to do anything. The data will be just like this. So what is required next is, what we have to calculate quartile 1 and quartile 3. For quartile 1, we have first calculate NP. Here n is the total number of observations, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. 15 into 0.25, right? So it will be equals to, this is equals to 3.75. So for quartile 1, we will be considering the fourth observation, which is first, second, third and fourth. 11.5 is the quartile 1, the value for quartile 1, Q1. Now for Q3, we have NP equals to 15 into 0.75, right? So we will be getting 11.25. So Q3 will be equal to the 12th observation of the data set. Which is the 12th observation? This is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th and 12th. This is the 12th one, which is equals to 12.4, right? Now what is the interquartile range? For interquartile range, we have the formula Q3 minus Q1. So Q3 equals to 12.4 minus 11.5, which is equals to 0.9, right? So we got the value of IQR as 0.9. What we have to do next is, we have to calculate the lower fence. So what is the lower fence in this case is Q1 minus 1.5 into IQR, right? Here we have Q1 as 11.5 minus 1.5 into 0.9. That is equals to 11.5 minus 1.35, right? Which is equals to 10.15, right? Now, for the upper fence, what we do is the formula is Q3 plus 1.5 into IQR, right? So here the value of Q3 is 12.4, then 1.5 into 0.9, which is equals to 12.4 plus 1.35, which is equals to 13.75, correct? Now we need the observations where x is less than 10.15 or x is greater than 13.75. So in the data set, 8 point, let me, yeah. So here 8.5, 8.8, these two are less than 10.15. So in the collection of outliers, we can write 8.5, 8.8, right? Because these two are less than the lower fence, which is 10.15. Now, uh, we want to know the numbers or the observations which are greater than 13.75. So in this data set, we have 13.8, 14.8, and 15. These three are greater than 13.75. So these will come in the category of outliers. And hence, we get the values of outliers. This is how you have to calculate the outliers. This is a very crucial concept in statistics. Uh, don't forget to subscribe my channel, like the video, and share it with your friends. Bye bye.